you know what? That is America's ass. Hello everybody, my name is Steph Koza, and today I am very, very excited to be talking about Avengers Endgame. All the spoilers. There will be a lot of spoilers in this video. Please, for the love of God, do not watch this video if you have not seen Avengers Endgame. Just walk away now, X out of this video, stay away from the internet, and I will not be responsible for spoiling anybody. Even if you didn't see the movie and you just don't care and you just want to know the spoilers, just I don't want to do it. I don't want to be responsible. Go away, please. Is everybody gone that hasn't seen the movie? Okay, I'm about to talk about some spoilers. This is not really a review. This is more just gonna be me like fangirling for an extended period of time and just screaming about everything that happened in this movie. If you want to watch my review, I did already post a spoiler-free review. There's a link in the doobly-doo if you want to watch it. But in this video, we're gonna talk about everything. So I think I'm gonna start with the biggest spoiler, the biggest thing that I have really not recovered from, and I don't think I ever will. And you know, I thought I was ready for it. I thought I would prepared myself for this possibility, and I was wrong. I was very wrong. Tony Stark, Iron Man, is dead. Just saying that sentence out loud like really hurt me. I knew. I was like, it's either gonna be Tony or Cap or both of them. And I really tried to prepare myself. I really did. I was like, it's okay. It's fine. He's done enough. It's time. And I am broken. I think it was perfect though. I think the way that he died, I love that he basically saved everyone. He wielded the gauntlet, which was awesome, especially seeing it as like an Iron Man gauntlet that he made, like so cool. And his final words are, I am Iron Man. Ah! So amazing. So amazing. Oh my god. Like, he started the MCU with Iron Man 1 in 2008. The last words of that movie were, I am Iron Man. So it makes sense to have a nice, satisfying bookend for him to end the MCU with, I am Iron Man. Ah! Chills. I got chills. Oh my god. Also, I don't know if everyone picked up on this. I also am not 100% sure if this is accurate, but after the credits, there's no post-credit scene, obviously, but there was a sound, and it sounded like metal, clanging metal, like forging or something. I'm pretty sure that's the sound of Tony building his Iron Man suit, right? If anyone has any other theories or thinks I'm wrong, let me know in the comments, but I'm pretty sure that's what it's supposed to be, and I love that so much. I almost cried when that happened. I was just, because I knew something was supposed to happen. I heard there was like something after the credits, and I was just sitting there like, what's it gonna be? And I was just gone. It was over for me. And I love that it was a nod to the past and a nod to Tony and not like a, here's what's coming next. Because that's what it always is. It's always like, okay, you saw the movie, that's fine, but here's a little teaser for whatever's gonna happen next. It didn't do that. It didn't do that at all. It was just like, remember this? My heart. So not only is Tony gone, Captain America didn't die necessarily, but he's done. He's over. And I really love the way that they did it. As soon as he was gonna go back to return all the stones, I was like, he's not coming back. There's no way. And he got to like live his life and be with Peggy, and they finally got to dance. I hope they also ate some fondue. So satisfying. And it makes so much sense because Tony, he also was fighting his whole life, but he did get that like 5-year gap where he just got to be a normal person, and he got to be a dad, and he has a little girl, and him and Pepper have a little family, and he like got that little piece of heaven that he needed and deserved. So it makes sense for him to be gone because, like Pepper said, he can rest now. Oh, that hurt me so much. Pepper was just an angel in this movie. Oh my god. And when she was rescue, when she showed up in that rescue costume, I was just like, yeah! And the scenes of her and Tony fighting side by side in their suits, just, Oh my god. Amazing. But I love that Cap also got a chance to live the life that he kind of wanted to live. Just a normal life, a simple life with Peggy, growing old together. It's like a weird, bittersweet, happy ending. Like, everyone kind of got that life that they wanted. It's so great. Clint got that life for a while, and then it was all ripped away from him, and then he turned into Ronin, which was fucking badass. Then, I apologize, I am really all over the place in this video because there just is so much to unpack, and I'm not really sure the proper order to do it in, so I'm kind of just spitballing everything right now. There's a lot. It was a 3-hour movie. A lot happened. There's so much that happened. So Hawkeye, Ronin, Clint. He was really badass. I love that we got another bro bonding moment with Black Widow because they were always like the team. They were really old friends. I love that in this finale they got to do that one more time. I don't know why. So I'm just assuming that you've all seen the movie and you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to explain everything. But when they all decided to go back in time, which by the way was so exciting. Oh my god, I love time travel. When they all decided to go back and find each stone and split up and find them all. For some reason it didn't really click with me when they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to Vormir and find the soul stone. I was like, yeah, okay, fine. Go get it. That's whatever. Easy. And then the second that they got to Vormir and I saw it and I saw them walking, I was just like, somebody is about to die. Because I don't know why, I just didn't even realize it until they got there. I was like, oh my god, to get the soul stone you have to die. You have to kill someone that you love. And they love each other. So one of them is going to die. And I was so not prepared. Like, I just did not even expect that at all. I knew, like, Cap and Tony, like, yeah, they're probably gonna eat it. But I just didn't even think that it would be Black Widow or Hawkeye. And then when it was finally happening, I was like, okay, it's probably gonna be Hawkeye. I don't know why, I just kind of felt like it was gonna be him. And then I love that they were, like, fighting each other over it. Like, that's such a thing that they would do. Like, that was such a great example of who they are and what their relationship is, where they're just, like, trying to kill each other to not kill each other so one of them can die and the other one can live. And it was just so amazingly perfect. And also really stressful because it kept bouncing back and forth between who's gonna die, and I just kept thinking both of them were gonna die, and I was so stressed. And then frickin' Black Widow I did not expect that to happen. I just really didn't. I did not see it coming. I'm not ever gonna recover from it. That was just very unexpected. There were so many unexpected things in this film. What else can I talk about? I made a list. I'm just gonna go down my list because otherwise I'm just gonna be all over the place. My list is a little all over the place, but it's okay. I think, let's talk about Thor. So this version of Thor is like my favorite. He's like the dude meets Thor. He's just this fat drunk and he has the long hair back, which is awesome. He just didn't even care and he was so great, but he was also really broken because you could tell that Thanos winning really took a toll on him because he didn't go for the head, and so he feels like it's his fault. And that was a really cool, complex story to go with him. And I just love what it did to him. And he was so funny, but I also felt so bad for him at the same time. And then, near the beginning of the film, he literally goes for the head. He chops off Thanos' head, like, maybe 20 minutes into the movie, and I was just like, what? Did that just happen? I knew there was going to be some kind of time travel stuff in this movie, but I really did not expect it to go that way. Like, current Thanos is dead, and then they have to fight old Thanos from before, like, Avengers 1. That was crazy. That was so cool. I did not think that was gonna happen. And then I didn't think that he would come to the future and bring his whole army. And it's like they almost kind of made it worse because now Thanos is stronger. He has all the Chitauri army that didn't die because Avengers 1 never really finished. So he has all of them, and he has the benefit of half the population is gone, so he only has half the Avengers to fight. It was crazy! They really fucked up. It's a good thing that they figured it out, because otherwise they would have just ruined everything. Back to Thor, when he is in Asgard with his mom, which, by the way, was so just beautiful. And right before he leaves, he just sticks out his hand. I was so excited. That was like one of the best moments He gets Mjolnir, and then he goes back and he's like double fisting Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Like, oh my god. And then, listen, we need to talk about the most amazing scene in this entire movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Captain America wielding fucking Mjolnir. I've never cheered so hard in my life. I feel like Cap really inspires the cheering. Like, every movie he has the big cheering moment because he's just so unbelievably badass. Like, he's wielding Mjolnir, like spinning it around, getting lightning from the sky, and he has the shield, and he's like throwing them both at the same time. Oh my god. Oh, I love you, Cap. I love you so much. That was lady boner everywhere. I also really love that Thor is like part of the Guardians now, like the Asgardians of the galaxy. It's funny because I feel like kinda everyone is gone from the original 6. Like, Black Widow is dead, Iron Man is dead, Cap is like 85 years old and done, Clint is probably done, gonna just live his life with his family now, live a chill, simple life. I think he's retired. Hulk, I'm not sure. He could stick around. I really like who he's become. Like, he's finally kind of the Hulk the way the Hulk should be. Like, he's accepted what he is and he can control it and he talks, and I loved this version of Hulk. I thought he was amazing. But I don't know if he's done or if he'll stick around. But Thor, I feel like he's sticking around. He's in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that is very exciting, and I cannot wait to see if he's in Guardians 3 and where that story goes, because that is just amazing. I am kind of sad that Nebula never really got her moment. I think her moment was killing her past self. That was sort of poetic. It was like she was no longer that person. She was putting that person behind, and now she's good. And that was really great, but I was kind of like, I don't even think she got a punch in on Thanos, which is a little upsetting. I would have liked to see her get some sort of revenge moment. But someone who did get that moment is fucking Scarlet Witch. My god, when she rolls in and he's like, I don't know who you are, and she's like, don't worry, you will. Yes, girl. And she just pummels him. She is angry. Damn, that was satisfying. What else is on my list? Ooh, when Cap gets the little voice in his headpiece, in his ear, when they're about to fight and Thanos has come with his huge army and they're just like, we are fucked. And then I think it's Sam in his earpiece, he goes, on your left. Which is a nod. Remember that? That's a thing. And then everyone freaking just comes through the portals and all the armies and everybody just has this epic entrance, and I've never cheered so hard in my life. I've never been so happy in my life. Oh, that was such a great scene. Oh my god, chills to the bone. Like, Spider-Man flies in and then he sees Tony and they have this beautiful moment and Tony hugs him and he's like, oh, this is nice. And that was so funny and so cute and so pure and everything that I needed it to be. Valkyrie comes in and she's fucking badass. I'm so glad that she is alive because they never really confirmed if she died or not. So when she rolled in, I was like, yes. And now she's like the queen of Asgard. She's like the new Thor. That's amazing. I'm super excited about that because I love her and I think she's so incredibly cool. Oh, what else? I mean, the time travel, the time heist, as they called it, was absolutely a thrill ride. Like, I love time travel, but when they went back to the Avengers 1, it was such a great nostalgic moment, and all of the time travel was, because it was done in such a tasteful way where it wasn't like, oh, we're just relying on nostalgia to make you go like, ooh, I remember that. It was more like, it was very significant, it was necessary, but it didn't rely on the nostalgia, it was just sort of there. And it was just such a great nod to all of the previous films, like seeing the Avengers 1 fight, and when they're all like, it's like the camera's going in a circle around them and they're all assembling, and like remembering how awesome that was, like the first time they ever assembled. That was such a great nod to that. Where else do they go? So they travel, I had to write it down because I wasn't quite sure. They travel to New York to get the Space Stone, which is in the Tesseract, to get the Mind Stone, which is in the Scepter, Loki's Scepter, and the Time Stone, which is with the Ancient One, also in New York. Which, by the way, I love that she just, like, knew everything. She was just like, I haven't found him yet. Like, that didn't happen yet. You're a little early. It's like, she's just all-knowing. Amazing. I love her. And then they go to Voromir to get the Soul Stone, and then they go to Guardians 1 timeline to get the Power Stone, which when they have the like come and get your love song and Quill is like dancing like he does in the beginning of that movie, that was such a wonderful moment. And then when it cuts to him just like singing and there's no music playing, classic. And then Nebula just punches him in the face. Like, just, it was so much fun. So much fun. And then when Tony and Cap have to go to 1970 to get the Tesseract, because in the Avengers 1 time space they dropped it and Loki took it, which is also amazing. Also, where did he go with it? That's a whole other thing. But they go back to 1970 to get the Tesseract, and then Tony has this beautiful moment with his father, and they're just walking and talking and having this great conversation, and it was just so beautiful. I loved everything about that. And when they hug goodbye, and it was just like, this is the moment that Tony never got to have, and then he finally got it. And it was just, it's just like, it had that perfect closure. It was so great. And then I love that we got like this tiny little snippet of the 1970s Hank Pym story. Because if you don't know, Ant-Man was originally supposed to be a time period piece set in the 70s with Hank Pym as Ant-Man. It was going to be directed by Edgar Wright. It was like, I was so excited for this film. I was like devastated when it ended up not happening. Not that I don't love Paul Rudd as Ant-Man. I think he's great. But I really wanted that movie to happen. So just seeing it for like a split second, seeing like 1970s Hank Pym, that was very satisfying. I was like, yes, I got it. Even if it was only like 5 seconds, I got it. Okay, what else do I need to talk about? The moment when they're fighting and Tony and Doctor Strange have this little moment and he just goes, I don't know why, I just got really excited in that moment. I was just like, yes, this is it. This is the one way that they win. Yes! I really like Doctor Strange. He has really grown on me. I did not like his movie. I really didn't think it was good. And then in Infinity War, he really redeemed himself. And in this movie, he redeemed himself. Like, he's just, I love him now. He's one of my favorites. And I'm really excited to see where he goes, because he's definitely going to be in Phase 4. And I'm excited to see more of him. I still think my favorite is when they talk about Captain America's ass. When Ant-Man looks at him, he's like, you know what? That is America's ass. And then later, when Cap sees himself, he's like, it's America's ass right there. Oh, it was so great. I also really loved when current Cap and past Cap meet and they have to fight each other. And he's like, I think he says he could do this all day, or like one of those classic Captain America lines. And then current Captain America is just like, yes, I know you will. Because he just knows himself so well, and it was just so funny. That was such a great scene. I just loved it. Also awesome, like badass to watch Cap fight Cap. Like, that was amazing. Oh, one thing that I'm a little bit sad about is at the end of the movie, Cap passes his shield on to Sam. Don't get me wrong, I love Sam. I think he is wonderful. But I really thought he was going to give it to Bucky. They have been in it the longest. They have been friends forever. They're best friends. Why wouldn't he give that mantle to Bucky? Bucky does become Captain America in the comics, though I know Sam also becomes Captain America. I think currently there's a run where he is Captain America. Maybe that's why they went with it. I don't know. Maybe they'll kind of share the mantle. They'll take turns. They'll be like a tag team sort of thing. But I really would have preferred if he did pass it on to Bucky. I think that would have been a much better moment. We'll see what happens. Neither of them have America's ass, so. I also love that 5 years passed while they were all living in this hell after the snap. Like, they had to endure this life, this world, for 5 years. And just like seeing what happened to the world and how it wasn't a good thing, even though Thanos thought that it was. And just seeing this like weird post-apocalyptic world, that was just really interesting to see. Though I'm gonna say something. If half the population disappeared, New York City would still be so crowded. It would not look like that. It looks freaking empty in this movie. It would still be a mess. There's like 7 million people who live in New York. Like, I'd be walking around and being like, can we do it again? Can you just one more time? There are too many people. Like, get the fuck out of my way. I'm trying to brood. Unrealistic. Not gonna happen. Oh, one other thing. So, during Tony's funeral, when they're like panning the camera across to all of the Avengers and you see everyone, it's like this really beautiful long take. Towards the end, it passes by like the SHIELD people and everyone, and then it passes by this kid, and then it goes up to Captain Marvel and to Nick Fury. And I was like, who is this random kid standing here? Like, who are you? Everyone else is significant. Who is this person? And then I realized, I'm like 99.9% sure that that kid is the kid from Iron Man 3. Oh my god. What a nice touch, you know? What a nice nod to that shitty movie. But like, I was just like, who the fuck is this kid? This random ass kid. But I'm pretty sure that's who it is. So if you were also wondering who that random kid was, I'm pretty sure it's the kid from Iron Man 2. I'm pretty sure it's the kid from Iron Man 3. Also, can I just say, I am personally very relieved that Captain Marvel is like barely in this movie. She like pops in at the beginning, she saves Tony, which honestly I don't love. Like, it makes sense, it's a quick, easy solution. I was kind of hoping that since Tony and Nebula were stuck together, they would like team up and figure it out. Like, he's really good at robots, she's basically a robot, he could have like built something out of her to save them. I don't know. I just wanted them to have some sort of cool bonding moment aside from them playing finger football, which was really adorable. Although after that, they didn't really seem to have formed any kind of bond. Like, they had this great bond at the beginning and they'd spent so much isolated time together, you would think that they would have some sort of connection, but throughout the rest of the movie, they kind of just didn't even care about each other, which I thought was a little bit weird. Maybe there just wasn't enough time in the movie, in the 3 hours, to squeeze that in. Or maybe I missed something, I don't know. There was a lot that happened. But I really haven't processed anything that has happened. I'm going to see it again tonight. Maybe more will come to me. It's weird knowing that it's over. Yes, there are more movies and it's going to continue, but it's never going to be the same. I don't think it's going to be as good. I feel like this is the end of the MCU in a way, or at least the end of the good parts. Where do you go from here? Like, let's rally up the people that aren't here anymore. Tony's gone, Black Widow's gone, Clint's gone, Cap's gone. Like I said, I don't know if Hulk will stick around. Thor is maybe part of the Guardians. Sam is now the new Cap. Valkyrie is kind of the new Thor. Not really sure who the new Iron Man is going to be. I still have a theory that it's Shuri, or maybe like his daughter will do something, or maybe Pepper since she's rescue, but I think she's done. Like, I think they're just all done. And it was such a great nod to them, to like the original 6, and the credits when they have them appear and then their signatures like right across the screen. Like, that was so beautifully done. I almost cried when that happened. I was just like, oh, it's over. It's over. It's over. Can we just talk about the fact that it's over? There's no more Iron Man. There's no more Captain America. I can't accept this. I'm glad, like, it needed to end and it ended so perfectly. It could not have ended better, but I'm just broken about it. I'm broken. I'm sad. I want to go back and rewatch all my favorite movies and pretend that Tony is still alive. Ugh. I am excited for the Black Widow movie, which is supposed to be a prequel, so she'll be alive, and I feel like we'll almost appreciate it more because we'll know what ultimately happens to her. But I'm glad she is getting a movie because she deserves it so much. More than Captain Marvel, if I will say so myself. So yeah, I'm not really sure what else there is to say. I probably forgot a million things to talk about because so much happens in this movie. It's so eventful, so unpredictable, and I need some time to recover. But I think that's it for this video. Let me know if you saw Endgame. I hope you saw Endgame. If you watched this video all the way through and you still haven't seen it, what are you doing? So let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. What was your favorite part? What was the most surprising part? I just want to know what you're all thinking. What do you think is going to happen next? Tell me everything. Let's talk about it. If you want to talk about it in our Discord chat room, there's a link in the doobly-doo below to join the chat room where we're going to be talking about Endgame with all the spoilers and just talking about everything all day long, every day, because I can't get enough of it. But that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for coming on this Marvel journey, this marvelous journey, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.